Hello, and this is Big Bang Boy, and today I will be making another reaction video. And this time it's on MikeyAngryBird's reaction on my review on Mega Man, or in other words, my latest review. As of when I recorded this, because, you know, you could be watching this like 10 years in the future and I'll have at least, I don't know, I'll probably have 200 reviews by then, but hey, who knows. Anyway, he uploaded this the same day that I uploaded the video, which means that I don't know whether this is his first time watching, like I would much rather prefer, because that would be more interesting and it'll be an actual reaction video, or if, well, his usual thing, oh well, I forgot to look up Mega Man, but I'll do that, and yes, I'm a stupid idiot, but whatever. Whoops, stupid me. I'm a bit stupid, but hey, we got it now, so don't worry. Anyway, I just want to dive into this thing straight away. Now, the review only took me 2 hours to make, and only 1 day, which was actually pretty good. Well, as for the recording bit, but whatever. Usually it takes me multiple days and more than 2 hours, but hey, that was actually pretty good, so well done me. So let's just start watching this thing.
Hello guys, my name is Troy. And this is Craig here. So today, since that one comment is actually running to the top of our heads, we told you we're going to review for the celebration to see Mega Man get its finally epic comeback for Smash Brothers to take some Mega Busters bombs. Yeah, seriously. So Smash Bros. 4 is coming out this summer on the 3DS and holiday of 2014 and on the Wii U. Yeah, worldwide. Yeah, it's going to be global warming or something if I get electrocuted myself, if I get touched by this.
I don't think global warming will happen when Super Smash Bros. 4 comes out on the Wii U, but whatever.
Sorry. Just kidding. So, here's a review of Mega Man 1. Not the sequels. Yeah, sequels.
Just the first one.
Let's watch it.
Hello, this is... Sorry, a little interruption is needed. I'm so stupid this time, I'm usually organised, but not today. But anyway, hey, we're fine now.
Big Bang Boy. Today I will be reviewing Mega Man for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now this game has a long development cycle, so to make it simple, Capcom wanted to make a home system video game series, so they got their team to create one. Now the game had many potential names. In fact, according to a Famitsu issue from October 1987, the game was going to be called The Battle Rainbow Rockman.
What's so funny? It's true. I don't own that issue to prove it, but hey, according to Did You Know Gaming, it's true. And I don't see what's so funny about it, but maybe it was just the way I said it.
I love that name. I love that. It's so funny.
I don't find it funny, I just find it cool. It's a shame that it wasn't the final name, but hey, whatever. Would have Mega Man X been called the Ultimate Battle Rainbow Murdering Rockman X? That would have been really cool, but hey, it never happened, so boo-hoo.
Oh, kind of funny. Let's see. Yeah, you don't know that. Rockman or Rakuman if you are Japan or Asian Japan. Yeah. So this game is actually released back in like Christmas 1987 on Japan. I
don't want to hear you telling the release dates because I've already done that.
And released on mobile March 24th, 2013. It's going to be actually appearing on has to be Mega Man Cycle. Let's see, like all those stuff like Clear Seas. That's not from Mega Man really big week.
December 17th, 9, but it wasn't called that. So the game.
Yeah, he's spent a long time telling us all the release dates, but if you want to know all the release dates, you just go onto Wikipedia. It's that simple.
was released on December 17th, 1987 in Japan under the name Rockman. Then it came out in America with this beautiful box art on the...
Which you can't see, but hey, I can show you it if you want. And unfortunately I'm on Ask, which kind of sucks. But there we go. That was what America got. That. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's just the best box art ever. It couldn't be any better. It's just so amazing. It couldn't. That's a work of art. You can't make anything better than that. Just nothing. But as we all know, I'm being sarcastic. And that is the most obvious thing on the planet. But I might as well just put Mega Man 1 in on Google, because Google's the best. Except when it comes to translating things. So call this unorganization sort of okay, because he spent like 3 minutes telling us every single one of the game's release dates.
The same day under the name Mega Man, because America thought that the name Rockman was stupid.
And I also heard that they didn't get the name Rockman. Okay.
Didn't come out in Europe until May of 1990.
Now, the Virtual Console said it was released in 1989, which I don't know why. I just don't know why, but maybe the Virtual Console's right and Wikipedia's wrong, but I don't beeping know. Ask Capcom of Europe. Someone might remember.
Wow, that's a long way. Anyway, the game...
Similar to, like Disney, Golf Boys released, like 3 years after the US and Japan release date.
That might not actually be true. That might have just been a re-release, because there was, like, a version released in Europe which had the original ELSPA rating. And, yeah, that's interesting. So, that might be wrong, but maybe that was just when the second version was released. Maybe it just, the people just didn't know when the first release came out, so they gave us the second release. That's just my guess. Plus, it's no longer, but it's nothing like Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22. Okay, let me explain. In Japan, the game came out in 1995. In Europe, 1996. And in America, 2003. In case you're terrible at maths, that's an 8-year gap. That is like the longest way ever. But not as long as it took us Europeans to get Mega Man 6. We didn't get Mega Man 6 until it came on the 3DS Virtual Console, like 20 years after it was released. But that's just... But since it didn't originally come out on the NES, I'm not counting it. But I can count Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22 because it was still released on the original PlayStation in its original form in North America 8 years after it was released in its original form in Japan. So, yeah.
And also, the NES, like, after the Famicom release, like, several years ago, like, after, it was, like, years ago, and Smart Bears 3 that GKM was in development hell. Yeah, let's watch this, baby.
Positive reviews and was later ported on the PlayStation, mobile, PSN, and the Wii, and the Virtual Console, as in all three of them. But
I think that's all of them. I can double check if you want. Yep, that's all of them, not counting any of the other games titled Mega Man or the Powered Up remake, which came out in 2006. Which is right here. And it's a North American copy because why not? That's how I got it for Christmas.
does this game still hold up today? Well, let's find out.
Okay. Oh wait, you can have the NES. Just Virtual Console, thank you.
The story of Mega Man is that this guy named Dr. Light, who was based
Hey, I do not want to look at you straight in the eyes, but
on the
hey, you can do
scientist
that if you want.
Thomas Edison made two housekeeping robots, Rock and Roll, and yes, that music reference was intentional.
Then after Rock and Roll, Rock and roll.
You don't need to tell everyone. The reference is beeping obvious. Unless that person has been living under a rock or if they don't have a brain. Just like Gliger 13 vids! Yay, I managed to criticize him for once. Even though I've done that a billion times before. But this time I get to insult his intelligence. Yes!
Okay, here's a joke.
And he also made 6 super helpful robots to help others, which were Cutman, Electman, Iceman, Fireman, Gutsman, and Bombman. But this evil scientist named Dr. Wily, who was based on Albert Einstein.
What's with the random pausing? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, Einstein, your own sign. Yeah, Peabody, Mr. Peabody and Sherman Pair. So gag. Yeah, or that Star Fox 4 gag is Einstein, your own sign.
Okay, you don't need to tell us all those Einstein gags, silly. I mean, this video is not an Einstein project, and neither is your video, so shush.
To mess with the robots and make them evil. But he didn't do it with...
Okay, that's not my best evil laugh. I can try better. Yeah, that was probably a lot better, but I don't know how it's going to sound on camera, so whatever.
Rock and roll. Rock was very confident and said to Dr. Light, "You know what, Dr. Light? What? I want to kill those beefy robots and make them back to normal. Why do you want to kill them? I made them and I do not want them dead. Fine, I'll just make them good again. Good idea." So then Dr. Light puts Mega Man in this machine, which turns him into Mega Man. And then it's...
Yeah, he can become one of the most always heart the audiences of the North America and Japan and the other countries worldwide.
Up to Mega Man to stop all of the 6 Robot Masters and then defeat Dr. Wily once and for all.
And then he'll have to do it like 10 more times in the future. And the reason why I'm saying 10 more times is because of Mega Man and Bass for the Super Famicom and Game Boy Advance.
The story is simple, yet effective.
Yep, still crazy. And oh my god, that picture is in the background. Yeah, I know your face is stupid, but you're so cool. You're awesome. Maybe you shouldn't have a better face, maybe you need plastic surgery or something.
I hope you're not just saying my face is stupid because I hate my face. I really hope not. I hope that you're saying you think that my face is stupid because you really do, and not because I told you to say that it's stupid.
But don't tell me a joke for plastic surgery jokes. Recess. Gracious.
It's just fine. But I do wonder how that conversation went. Like when Mega Man wanted to become Mega Man. I just wonder, but I've already done a reenactment of that, so whatever. In the game, you can choose which Robot Masters you want to play in whatever order you want, which was actually pretty innovative for the time. So there's Cutman, Electman, Fireman, Bombman, Iceman, and Gutsman, and once you beat all of them, you can fight Docs.
Here's this running gag. If someone actually rips Gutsman's pants, you can see his pants. That's kind of like the biggest meme ever, and also Mega Man 3.
Stop with the jokes, they're terrible.
I love your evil laugh, but it's jokey stuff.
Now, each Robot Master has their own stage, which you can play through, and once you get to the end of the stage, you have to fight that Robot
I know it's
Master
10:57 a.m.
or just your...
Now, I actually privatised it until I finished all the annotations, which is definitely what I'm going to do with all future reviews. And make sure you watch my reviews on a PC because annotations are important. Especially for some of the worst ones. But not the dreadful ones because they don't help with the dreadful ones. But for the not so bad ones, they are fine. And in my latest reviews, they correct mistakes. Which means go watch them on a PC.
Silly little pea shooter thingy.
Yeah.
But here's the cool thing about
Plants vs. Zombies. But this is early bird pea shooters until mobile devices apps come along and not destroy something.
Mega Man, which was also really innovative for the time. Once you beat that boss, you get this energy ball thingy. Now that's not the special bit. Oh no, I'm going to tell you what the special bit is.
What?
You get that boss's weapon, which you can use to kill enemies. And another unique point of the game, you can use that weapon on other bosses, which is actually...
Yeah, make it powerful. They kill everybody because Mega Man wasn't a murderer. Rah, 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 rah. See? Rah, 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 rah.
That was not funny.
really cool and really interesting. Now, let me just say this. Now, some of these weaknesses are logical, such as Elect Man, if you want to kill him, you have to use scissors, because, you know, you can kill electricity with scissors.
Wait a second. I'm back.
Funny Dad.
Die! It won't work anymore because I cut it.
Wait a minute.
In case you're wondering what I cut, here it is. It's basically a cable for the PlayStation 1 where you can play the game, where you basically plug one thingy in here and then another thingy in the TV. You plug this into the TV. Oh, I don't know how it works. Now, once I got this thing up, it didn't work. Maybe it's just because of my TV, which is pretty big. I'm not going to show it to you, but whatever. But this thing just didn't want to work. And I didn't know what wire to cut, so since I found this, which is beeping useless, I thought, I might as well cut this. So I cut this, and voila! Now it's broken. And it's all my fault. And I don't regret it.
Do you cut it? This is the only thing that only lasts mankind till you got to use this to save everybody, man. That's just a joke. You cut it. You bastards.
That's right, I got that. However, other weaknesses don't make as much sense. A perfect example of that is that Iceman's weakness is the elect beam, which is electricity, which you get from Elect Man, and I'm pretty sure that ice is made of frozen water, and I'm pretty sure...
I'm not gonna make a Frozen joke. I promise you guys, I'm not going to make a Frozen joke. I'm not going to make a Frozen joke. Oh, my baby God, what? You may be a good movie, but I'm never going to like you. Ever again. Now just die. Yeah, he's dead now. Although, Frozen's still a great movie, go watch it, it's so amazing. I just recently watched it again and it's great, just go buy Frozen, it's amazing. Let's carry on! And by the way, I've just changed into my clothes, into my pyjamas while the recording finished from the last part, but you don't want to know that. Plus, MikeyAngryBird, what video was you going to make a reaction video on until I made this? I wonder, he might reply to me in the comments on the video, was just comment on it. No, he hasn't. So either tell me in this video's comments or reply to me on that comment. Please use this reply button. It's right here. Right here. It's right there. Seriously, it's right there. And don't say, oh, I can't use it because I always use my iDevice, or my iPod, or my iPad. Well, that is now a terrible complaint and it's out of use because you can now reply to comments on Apple devices YouTube, which is a huge improvement. You still can't look at annotations, but that is fine. I'm going to prove it to you. Okay, so find the comment you want, touch on it. Oh, maybe it's one of my comments. I'm sure there was an update which let you do it. Oh, sorry, but I'm pretty sure that YouTube gave you an update where you could do it. And yes, I did update it. Hey, look, what is it? Look at this. It says reply. All you need to do is touch that reply button and then reply to me. So, guess what? That complaint is now useless. You can't use it anymore. You just can't. Okay? Now, it's fine in my videos because if it's a comment on your videos, it always appears into your inbox thingy or your Google Plus notifications. But not when it's on someone else's video unless they reply to you. I just have to get this out of the way. But anyway, let's just carry on watching.
That electricity doesn't go very well with water, and I'm pretty sure that water gets the upper hand.
And unfortunately, there's no test for that. I did not want to kill any of the devices in my house, and did not want to kill myself. So, yeah.
In case you're wondering what every boss gives you, let me tell you all
the ability of time you've looked into the screen, and the ability of time where Karai is practically useless.
About it. Your regular weapon is called the Mega Buster, where you just shoot these silly little pellets. From Cutman, you have the Rolling Cutter, where you shoot your pair of scissors. From Electman, you have the Thunder Beam, where you shoot 3 strikes of lightning. From Bombman, you have the Hyper Bomb, which is the most useless weapon in the game. It's basically a bomb that explodes. Then from Gusman, you have the Super Arm, where you pick up these thingies.
Bam.
And
He likes saying bam, just remember that.
it's helpful when you need it. From Iceman, you get the Ice Slasher, where you can freeze enemies, but that is also pretty useless. And last but not least, from Fireman, you get the Firestorm, which lets you throw fire. And then there's one more power-up. That's right, there's one more power-up. In order to get this last power,
it's a magnet. You can magnet something and then use it as platforms. Great idea. What's next? Maybe either like Crash Bandicoot if you use like crates as platforms.
Ooh. This is just annoying me, I'm sorry, I think I can live with this. Yeah, I can live with this, definitely.
Like plastic, like all like platforms.
I don't know how you made that reference. I mean, the magnet beam, just shoot it out, and then you can use it as platforms. Whereas the boxes in Crash Bandicoot, they're already there for you, and then you can bounce on them, and you can't walk on them. Well, you can if you know how to. But you bounce off of them, and then, yeah, there's that.
Crates you can use as platforms, just glue it. No, not glue it. You use power-ups, or you can freeze some like crates or something.
power-up, you need to go to Electman stage and either use the Thunder Beam or the Super Arm, although I recommend using Super Arm because you need to beat Electman to get the Thunder Beam, but once you do, you get the Magnet Beam. This thing is broken. You can make platforms and walk over them to break someone's again.
It's broken for now, because it's so broken. Maybe some people always use the magnet weapon as a powerful thing I've ever seen. Maybe it's called the power of Christ compels you.
I wonder how he knew it was so broken. I wonder if he knows actually how broken it is. I know how broken it is. Seriously, if you watch a Mega Man Tool Assisted speedrun, you will see how broken it is. You will just see how broken it is and how broken the game is. It's just so broken. It's like someone destroyed the cartridge with their bare fists. It seems it's so beeping broken. Yeah, seriously, go watch Mega Man Tour speedruns on the first game because, you know, it shows how broken the game is on it, if you know how to do it on an emulator.
Because you can click through the bottom of the floor, which can be really helpful and really glitchy sometimes. It's just so satisfying.
And if you want to see even more glitches that it has, go watch Tour speedruns of this game.
And here's another awful diagram I made. This time it's how the weapons work to beat Mega Man properly with the main bosses. So you go from Cut Man to Elect Man. So you use a rolling cutter on Elect Man. Then you use the Thunder Beam on Ice Man. And then you use the Ice Beam.
Quite a bit of the time I call it the Ice Beam when I mean the Ice Slasher. It's just a mistake I make so easily. It's just so stupid of me.
No word.
Ice Slasher on Fireman, and then you use the Firestorm on Bomb Man.
Did Fire always actually put bomb on it and then exploded?
You need fire to start a bomb. You need a match, and then you put the match onto the line of the bomb, and then burns the bomb, and then it explodes. The key word being that matches make fire, and fires destroy bombs. So that's another logical one. The most illogical one is killing Iceman with electricity. That just does not make sense. In Mega Man Powered Up, you kill him with the Hyper Bomb, which makes more sense, because, you know, an explosion can easily destroy ice, whereas electricity, I don't think so.
Like, exploded? Oh, Karai, just, please calm down. Just breathe.
And then you use the Hyper Bomb on Guts Man, and then you use the Super Arm.
Is he saying what? Because he's seeing how terrible it is? I hope so. Because I bet he loves it.
Cut Man! And then it goes on and on and on and on and on. And that is the diagram I made on how the weapons work, how the best weapons to use on each enemy. It works so beeping simply. I just love this! I love it! Despite the fact that I'll probably get an F- if I had to do this for an English test.
I bet he loved that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he loved that. I don't know exactly what he thought of the spiral one, but I can tell that he loved that bit. I can just tell. He enjoyed that bit, and I made sure that this review had some entertaining moments. And those grammar mistakes were intentional.
Personally, I like to fight Guts Man first, but that's just me because I want to get the Super Arm as soon as possible so I don't have to play Elect Man stage twice to get the Thunder Beam. Anyway,
At the beginning of Guts Man, there's like this platform section which is just really hard if you're not good at the game. I had so much trouble with that section when I wasn't good at the game. It was just so annoying. But nowadays, I can do it first try without the magnet beam. Boom!
The other overmasters, you can face Dr. Wily, but we'll get to that later because I need to explain a few more of the game's mechanics and other things about the game.
Okay.
Now, Mega Man has very, very, very simple controls, and I'll be using the original NES controls, even though I'm playing this on the Wii Virtual Console. Anyway, you move around the D-pad,
That's not again.
because you jump with the A button.
But also available for the Wii U. Whoa, Wii U is better than Wii. Maybe it's good. Well, Wii U sales are pretty poor, but awesome console. Yeah, hot sauce. Put hot sauce in your mouth and get burning like a swoop-de-whoop. Hop a fire on my lasers.
Let me just get this out of the way. I hate it when people say the Wii U is failing. Its sales are poor. It sucks. You can't hate a system just because it's failing. You can't. You need to have full experiences on the console. You need to have played on the console, played a bunch of the games, experienced it, and if you still hate it, that's fine. If you just didn't like the technology and thought it didn't work very well, if you didn't like the technology, and if you didn't like the games, that is fine. That is a reasonable reason not to like it. But some people say it sucks because it's selling poorly. What? I know that the Wii U sales aren't that high. They're only at like 5 million, very close to 6 million after a year and a half. But still, that's no reason to hate a system at all. And I mean it. Now, let me just say something. The Wii U has actually sold a lot better than a ton of other Nintendo systems. And I mean a ton of them. Surely you're going to find all of the well-known ones and say they've sold better than the Wii U has so far, or the Wii U still has a chance. Even if it doesn't sell that amazingly, its sales will increase. Maybe not at a super skyrocketing rate, but they will still increase gradually. And with the new games coming out, they might help its sales move faster up. But there are a ton of Nintendo systems which have sold worse than the Wii U has already. I can name a whole bunch of them. Practically every Nintendo system before the NES, except for the Game & Watch. The N64DD, the Pokemon Mini, the Virtual Boy, the Game Boy Micro, and the SNES to Teleview. I don't know how well that sold, but I'm pretty sure it's less than the Wii U, but it might be better. I'm pretty sure that it's not. I would be surprised if it sold better than the Wii U. Okay, so it says some weird things. It's right here. And it says saying Giga subscriptions peaked at 116,000 households, 116,378 households by March 1997, and it was dropped down to 46,000 by June 2001. But that doesn't exactly tell us the sales. But I can definitely tell that it was less than, you know, the Wii U. Oh, and did I mention all of the other systems? Of course I did. So that's enough ranting on people ranting on the Wii U sales, because the Wii U is great. Just give the system some chances. Don't just say it's bad just because it's selling poorly. Just take your chances, play a good amount of games on it, and then judge for yourself. Okay? And MikeyAngryBird's, this is the reason why I hate him. Now, a long time ago, he made a video saying that I will not buy the Wii U. And guess what? He has one. That stupid idiot actually bought a Wii U when he said he wasn't. Now, that's a good thing, but he still hates it. He still hates it. I wasn't expecting him to like it at all, because, you know, he's practically brainless, but still, I hate him. I don't want to talk anymore about MikeyAngryBird's. I'm going to try not to.
You shoot with the B button, go to the pause menu with the start button, and then you can use the real pause with the select button, which is extremely broken.
Broken.
But if you want to change your weapons, just Go to the full screen of start, and then pick your weapon, then press start again. It's simple. In my case, it's 2 to jump, 1 to shoot, plus to go to the menu and select.
I meant minus. I'm just used to calling the plus and the minus button start and select, okay?
But that's only because I'm playing. Mega Man controls just fine. Plus you go up and down arrows and up and down. Duh! Anyway, Mega Man controls just fine. I do find these jumps very slightly delayed, but that's mainly because I like doing tricky jumps.
Now, if you try and jump from the very edge of a platform, sometimes I just notice that he doesn't jump, even though I'm sure that I pressed the jump button. But I might have pressed it when I fell off, so that might explain why. I just don't know. But the game still controls just fine.
Well, overall, Mega Man has great controls and it just controls just fine.
What?
Now, Mega Man can collect power-ups along his way down this journey. Yeah, there's power-ups in this game.
Power up!
First,
Do you mean power up? That was still a bad impression, but it was better than his. Oh, I'm gonna try again. Power up! That probably wasn't any better. Or better.
there are these blue balls, which sometimes come in red, and all they do is give you points.
Okay, here's some 3 things you have to need to keep up and you play Mega Man. Here's number 3. Just use different powers from some robots, the other robots. 2, if you don't have some other powers to do these stages. And then number 3, then you fail! Yeah, you fail for that! Yeah, just use power up. Just use power up.
And just to let you know,
No, don't just use power-ups. You need a good mix between the Mega Buster and some of the power-ups. Now, in Mega Man 2, most of the time you will be using the Metal Blade, but a bunch of the time you will be using your regular Mega Buster and some of the other powers. Surely you'll mostly be using the Metal Blade, but you will be using item 1, 2, and 3 and the Mega Buster sometimes, and yeah. I know I'm comparing it to Mega Man 2, but whatever. You do use your, Mega Buster. Don't not use it when you've got all the power-ups, because it's still very useful. It's still useful. It's still used in good places. Plus, you don't want to waste all of your ammo. You do not want to waste all of your ammo. You just don't. You don't at all. And this is coming from someone who's played a whole bunch of Mega Man games. And I mean a whole bunch of them. Plus, I also recommend you try not to use the boss's weakness when you have the boss's weakness. Until you get to the boss. Now, if there are some parts where it's very useful, then definitely use it. But try and use it as minimal as possible. Which in Mega Man 1 isn't the easiest, but hey, whatever.
Points in this game are beeping pointless. Get it? Points are pointless. Oh.
He finds it funny. I don't find it funny, I just made that joke, or that pun, and he finds it funny. Okay. I really should stop looking at this French Asterix DVD I have here. I really should just stop. I shouldn't look at it anymore, it just needs to go back on its shelf. Okay, we can carry on.
Pointless.
Then there are these light bulb thingies which you can get.
Oh my god, that's fire goblins. That's supposed to be fire goblins. Maybe they're jack-o'-lantern fire goblins. Oh, maybe like several surfers like that? Oh, okay, I don't know. Maybe my voice is pretty weird. You change your voice.
Small and large quantities which restore your health. Oh, just look at that cute little one. It's so bleeping cute. No, I'm only joking. Oh my god, I got hit. That means only one thing. Grab it. Sorry little light bulb thingy. Then there are these weird TV thingies, or these coloured light bulbs. I don't know, which change depending on which power up you're using, which is really cool.
Well, I meant weapon, but whatever.
which restore your energy, and they...
Well, by energy, I mean weapon ammo. The more light bulb looking light bulbs restore your health, and the coloured light bulbs restore your weapon energy. I'm sure that makes a lot more sense.
Also come in large and small quantities, and last but not least, other than the magnet beam,
and the ball that you get after you beat a robot master.
Mega Man extra dies, which when you collect...
We love extra lives. Get extra guides for that. Yeah, we can just do whatever we want.
Give you an extra life. Yeah.
I wonder how all of those extra lives get there. Did Scorpion come and rip Mega Man's head off? Well, loads of Mega Man's clones heads off, and then put them in levels? Oh, I wonder. And by Scorpion, I mean the one from Mortal Kombat.
I like extra lives.
Who doesn't?
Graphically, Mega Man 1 looks very good for an NES game.
And don't you dare say that looks bad, because it's an NES game from 1987. And back then, NESs could not produce the best graphics in the world, especially if you looked at arcade games. But it does look good for an NES game from 1987, and certainly not eye-murdering.
I mean, the game's nice and colourful, in fact. The main reason why Mega Man was blue was because of the NES's limited colour palette, the fact that it had, well, more blue than any other colour on the system. Now,
the NES only had like 42 colours, I think, or somewhere around that. That's not a lot. And since there's more blue, then the NES had more blues than anything else. Capcom said, let's make this character blue. Or, since this was before it was released, let's make the Battle Rainbow Rockman blue! Yeah, that was interesting.
Fortunately, if there's too much beep on the screen, the game will either A, slow down, or B, swipe flicker. Hey!
If you watch the latest Tall Assisted speedrun on this game, you will definitely see what I mean.
It's practically sprite flicker mode, because it always flickers. But the game still does look nice for 1987, and it's still appealing to look at today. Even though there are games which look a lot better, but for an NES game it definitely looks appealing enough, and it doesn't look terrible.
It may look terrible if you put it on a PS4 or Xbox One and you did not say that you made it in the style of an NES game and you quoted that it had amazing graphics. But this was 1987, a much simpler time, when games did not look as good.
I love the fact that the European box art says that it has state-of-the-art, high-resolution graphics.
I didn't make that up, it really says that on the box.
Wait, let's see. Does it say in your cover?
That's the European cover. I even said it was the European cover. If you want to see the Japanese cover, I will show you the Japanese cover. That's the Japanese cover. I showed you the American and European one, but not the Japanese one. Here's the Japanese one. It certainly looks appealing enough for a Japanese gamer, and while it does not look amazing and there's not lots of stuff on there, it certainly looks appealing enough, I guess. It's okay, it's not amazing. Although this Japanese Mega Man 5 thing looks a lot better. Or should I say Rockman 5. Never mind.
Yeah, I said, see, and also, look, Robot Masters, yeah, I call them that.
Oh, pup. Sounds like my laptop is gonna die. Whoops! I didn't think this would happen, but it's happening, so I'm a bit ooped. since I'm interested, I'm going to see if he answered my comment, what he was originally going to do. No, he hasn't.
Robots. See, wait a minute. Remake. See, yeah, there was like 2 new robots monsters in the hard up. See, Boyman and Time Man, but Boyman has that like a stereotype with that black guys. Okay, just not racist.
Even though the game came out in May of 1990.
He was talking. I'm pretty sure he was talking about the racial controversy with Oil Man from the remake Mega Man Powered Up. And in case you don't know, in Japan he was dark with peach lips, I think, and they changed that in the non-Japanese versions to make him look less black and not make his lips so peachy, to make him less of a black racial stereotype.
In Europe, and the fact that the Mega Drive was out at that time, which meant that they wasn't.
Okay, the Mega Drive was not out at that time. I lied. Okay, it was outside of Europe, but whatever. It didn't come out in Europe until November of 1990, and the game came out in May of 1990. So, I kinda lied. But hey, it was 6 months away in Europe, so that's not a long wait. Plus, we mustn't forget the arcades.
Genesis came out in Europe in 1990, in Europe 6 months after this game. But oh well, you can shut up now because I know.
That was a pretty good impression. I like that. I like that.
The Mega Drive had a lot better graphics, and the game has slight current slowdowns, so yeah, they're not state-of-the-art graphics, even for 1990 or even 1987, but for an NES game, they still look good. The music in Mega Man is great. The music is not bad at all. I can't name one song I don't like. My favourite song might be Elect Man. The keyboard beat might be.
And by might be, I mean as of the 6 Robot Masters, because later on in the game, there's even better songs. I'm just skipping this next part.
Love that song. This song is awesome.
Because, well, the NES's processor was slower in Europe, so boo-hoo for us. And thankfully, there's no voice acting. Yes!
Street Fighter. Street Fighter gag. Yes!
That was not a Street Fighter gag. That was just me saying yes. I was not trying to be M. Bison there. I was just saying yes! And not yes! Yes! No. And that was a terrible impression.
The difficulty, well, this is hard to explain. Most people call this game a very hard game. And some people even call it the hardest in the series, which I disagree with, but hey. If it's your first time playing, especially, this game can be very hard.
Really?
For example, in Iceman.
Yes, it can be really hard. When it was my earlier times playing the game, I found it extremely hard. Nowadays, I don't find it that hard at all, but back when I was playing it, before I became really good, I found it extremely hard.
Backstage, there are these disappearing blocks, and this is a really...
I hope he's actually experienced it so he knows how annoying they are.
There are more of these in the game, but this is the most...
Just to let you know, you might find it even worse than what everyone makes them out to be. You might. You most definitely might.
Especially if you don't have the magnet beam, which sucks if you don't. And it's also one reason why I always get the magnet beam first, so I can get through this annoying section even though I don't really use it properly. I mean, just look at how much easier this is compared to doing the real thing. That's nice and simple. And then we have this part.
Helicopters.
Now this bit looks easy, but if you get hit, you're gonna fall off. In fact, if you land
He's not saying anything, so let's skip ahead.
There are some games in the series which aren't the same difficulty as this.
Slow motion.
Mega Man 9,
Michael
Mega
Bay.
What was that slow motion thing for?
Except when teenagers get turtles. I wish I would join.
So I was benefiting from this TMNT thingy, according to him, and Michael Bay. Okay.
That's right. There's still one thing we haven't discussed.
I just hope you answer all these questions that I'm asking you.
Dr. Wily. Oh, and one other thing which he has with
Also, please make more Best of Big Bang Bot videos, just please.
him.
Okay. Let's turn up the volume to hear this annoying sound ever. Let's
This annoying sound ever. I'm sorry, but I can't even imagine how many English classes he must have skipped during his lifetime.
listen.
It's annoying.
Oh gosh, that's UFO noise. Oh my god, it's coming, Godzilla's coming. Right, it's coming a new noise.
Okay, it's not that bad. Yes, it is awful, but I don't find it as awful as everyone else.
Can we calm down, Voltroid?
Except for the fact that it sounds annoying.
Thank you. Okay, let's explore it. There, it was totally fine.
Anyway, when you get to Wily, you have to go through 4 stages, each with a boss, and unfortunately, you cannot steal their powers, which kind of sucks.
Yeah,
But hey, it's not a huge deal. Oh, it's just an extremely minor nitpick.
I'm going to tell you what all the bosses are. There's
Sort of.
very brittle.
In a very gradual incline.
no, just no. No.
I bet he's gonna love this bit because he's already laughed.
That is not funny. No. Your MSN Paint skills aren't even good. Just no. No, that is horrendous. No. I'm not taking it. I hate this. I hate you. Your work's terrible. I'm not going to publish it. I'm not going to pay £1 billion on it. I'm not even going to spend 1p on it. This thing is dreadful. It sucks. Your MS Paint skills suck. And overall, it's terrible. I just need to get rid of it. Just die, you stupid thing.
Yeah, it's so
Die.
funny.
I'll make you as tiny as possible.
I wonder if he's gonna put that in the next Best of Big Bang Bot video.
So you can die. There we go. That was perfect.
Success.
This is where I might as well explain the useless weapons, which is about part. The Ice Slasher is just useless. Its only usage is for freezing these fiery thingies and killing Fireman, but it doesn't have any other uses other than to freeze enemies.
Now, the freezing enemy thingy, it's only useful with those giant bouncy guys. I forgot their names because I'm stupid, whatever. But those big bouncy guys, at the very beginning of Y Stage 1, that is the only time when it's useful to freeze them and then walk past them. That is or walk under them. That's the only time when it becomes, well, useful.
It can be useful sometimes.
And when you're fighting Fireman.
But,
And when you need to freeze the fire thingies.
well, it can't damage enemies and it can't damage any boss.
Here's some bad news. The Rapid Cortex, the reaction video, has been delayed. Has been pushed back until next week. So we'll have to wait until I believe Tuesday on Earth Day. Or at least on the 21st of
So, does that mean he was originally going to do Rapid Cortex and then he didn't? I'm fine with that because I uploaded my new review and I want him to make his live reaction more than I want him to do a reaction video on one of my other videos. So I don't mind. So he was originally going to do Rapid Cortex. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe I should delete that comment because he said he was going to do Rapid Cortex. That still might not be true, but hey, whatever.
Except for Fireman, so the ice beam is useless.
I meant Eye Slasher.
Ice Slasher.
The worst weapon of them all is the hyper ball. Seriously, it's beeping useless. Only use it.
Even, I do not use scripts for my reviews, but even people who use a script make mistakes. You've got to understand that.
As is to kill Gutsman, but it has no other uses in the game at all. It's much better in the remake Mega Man Powder. We'll get to that a bit later.
Oh.
Seriously, the only time you'll ever need the Hyper Bomb is with the rematch with Gutsman. You never need it after that again. Ever. And I mean ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. It's useless. It's better than Mega Man Powered Up. It's not a billion times better. But at the very least, it explodes when you hit an enemy with it. And at the very least, you can use it to destroy these bomb boxes. But in Mega Man 1, its only use to kill Gutsman. As in the rematch, because I always fight him first.
And another thing is that your weapons do not have infinite energy, because if you use up your weapons, you lose your weapon energy.
What?
And also the other thing is your actual health. So...
Yeah, right now energy is horrible. Yeah, I'm not so electrocute. Not so light you could. Not so light it's good like right now energy. Yeah. If you don't have like resource plants.
Those are things you have to know. And if you lose all your health, guess what happens? You die.
Hey.
I'm a beeping genius. None of you would have worked that around me. Wouldn't have you?
I should have said would of you and not wouldn't of you, but hey, whatever, it's done. It's just done now.
Maybe you would have called whatever. Right before you fight the Yellow Devil comes the only part in the game where the magnet beam is mandatory. That's right, there's
Okay, maybe we should like
section in the
up to the Yellow Devil boss.
game where you need the magnet beam. And then
Here comes the Yellow Devil.
I wonder if he knew that all three was just guessing. I just guess with my jump cuts from part to part in, you know, the actual video, not in the or in this video. Oh, it's hard to explain.
It's the Yellow Devil's
You know, earlier in my review I said that Elecman was possibly my favourite song.
Okay, we will return later. Well, you will return. Well, you will see me immediately, but I'm going to have a break because my camera's going to die, as usual. And I'm just hoping that I remember 2938. I know this is pointless and you don't want to hear this, but hey, whatever. I'm back.
Favorite song? Well, I take that back because this song is probably the best song, or maybe the second boss or White Town theme. Now, this Yellow Devil is so breathing hard. His weakness is the electrics, but he takes off 8 pieces of power. And
I can't hear what you're talking about. All I know is has something to do with Super Smash Bros. 4.
I'm a place, and you have to jump over his feet. Now, pattern is, well, worker outable. That's not even a real word, but this is annoying. Luckily, this is where the pausing comes to use. Because if you repeatedly pause the select button, you will murder the bosses. And that is really, really useful. After you fight Yellow Satan, you go to the next stage, which has the same music as the previous stage.
It was, so basically, he thought it was funny when I said Yellow Satan. Okay.
But it's a good song, so I don't mind too much. Anyway, this level's nice and simple. This is where I can actually explain the good things about this game before we get any further. First off, the game looks really nice for an NES game and it sounds great. It controls fine. The game is really unique. It's just so unique. I can't name any game before this that will let you choose a stage that you want to go to, and then...
Nowadays, the game's not that innovative and unique, because, you know, there's, like, a billion other Mega Man games, but back then it was unique.
Go to that stage to beat a boss, and then steal their powers. I thought we already... It's Catman! I thought we already killed Catman! Oh, wait, maybe he's a zombie. I don't know. Anyway, you have to refight Catman for some reason. Yeah, you don't have
means if they use
whatever.
that means
Shush! Stop talking about the new Super Smash Brothers and music and stuff like that.
One extremely minor nitpick that I have for the game is that if you collect an item, the game will freeze, and after it freezes, you will move for a bit longer. And that is annoying when you're collecting health power-ups and weapon power-ups, but it's an extremely minor nitpick, and I can get through it really easily. And
I literally have no problem with it. Some people might find it annoying. I don't find it that annoying. I was just mentioning it because some people find it annoying.
I fall through the floor again,
and then
11! Oh my god, we've been fighting 2 of the Robot Masters again! And yep, I killed Eggman.
Okay, what is he saying?
And then we have the rest of the stage, and what's the boss at the end of the stage?
That you're getting quite pointless now. I'd rather not have the stuff in your reaction videos, but you can do it if you want. I'm not stopping you, I'm just saying no, I'd rather not have it there.
Well, it's none other than your evil arch nemesis. No, it's not Dr. Wily, but it's my clone. I'm fighting my clone. That is weird. And this boss, some people call it...
Now let's put on the Spiral Orange, I guess. Spiral Orange.
Why is he looking up Spiral Orange? That doesn't make any sense. I now own 3 copies of that game. 2 European copies and 1 Japanese copy. And I'm not going to show any of them to you. Because I'm mean.
Okay, Spiral Orange. Boss music. Let's put on some music.
Oh, but it's not that hard. I mean, it may be tough, yes, but
The Mega Man boss theme is just fine. But hey, if you want to play that, you can.
can usually get past it. Just use the fire beam. It's the most useful item against this boss.
Although I imagine it being kind of out of place for Mega Man, but hey, whatever.
Because, you know...
I just can't imagine fighting like the Yellow Devil without music, or Yellow Satan, or Dr. Wily, or just any boss in any Mega Man game.
It just is. Yes, and I am on my last piece of ammo. I can definitely tell you that it's way easier fighting your clone in the game than fighting your clone in real life. Don't believe me? Then I'm going to prove it to you.
Here you go.
Hello.
I have the feeling that this is not his first time seeing it, which sucks. For all future reaction videos you make when they're on a new review, please make it your first time watching them, just please. Okay, it's not quite AVGN. I mean, AVGN thought it was Shadow, but I'm fighting myself in the mirror. But hey, yes, I do get some of these inspirations from him.
Failure. I'm not supposed to whip and shit.
Let's try again. Hands hurt. Well, I might as well try and use my head.
Did you actually find that funny, or are you just pretending to laugh?
You might have won this time, but next time you won't be so lucky. Oh, it was nothing. I'm just you. Oh, that really hurt.
Yep, that was over-exaggeration for ya.
After that, we have another Wily stage with new music, which is a tie with the Wily boss theme as my favourite theme in the game. Now, after the screen that we're about to enter is a weird fast section, which is annoying, but luckily I know how to skip it.
Wait a minute.
Do you want to know how to skip as well?
That's
I'm gonna
don't
teach you.
broke the game. Virtual console.
I'm not breaking the game that much. Go watch the latest Soul Sister speedrun on this game. That will make you wish that you never said that.
That's a good problem. It's the Wii.
Right, oh, come on, Mega Man.
The trap.
You can do
It wasn't a trap. Don't kill me.
one more try, Mega Man, and then it's over. Yes! We did it, Mega Man, and then just keep mashing. So then, and then you can get...
That wasn't funny.
Okay, put on Spiral Orange music again.
You could have just kept it up, you know. Silly boy.
Spiral Orange. Hang on, let me put on those.
Now, his weakness is the super arm, but there's only 4 thingies, and while you can get more if you're very lucky, you'll most likely get rid of them anyway, because it's unlucky. It's just a glitch, the one great glitch where you can just get more.
That is practically his, you know, his music for fighting a boss.
But once you kill him 3 times, you get his super arm again, and then murder him.
Bam. And that's it. Bam.
I killed him alright. Okay, we're at the final level.
There you go.
And it has the same music as the bird level, which is great because I love this song. First, we're just climbing up a ladder and killing these guys, making sure they don't hit me. And then we come to this triple part. Ooh, interesting. And you can just do that to get rid of it. Then you have this section, which I'm not going to go through since it's the same thing for a few seconds, so excuse me until we get to the next interesting bit. In this level is the only time that you'll see this Capcom thingy, which practically restores everything. It restores all of your weapon energy, and it's just so awesome. And then we have...
I think it's very similar to, what is it, the M-Tank from Mega Man 5 and onwards. Is it the M-Tank? I don't know. It's definitely not... It's not the E-Tank or the W-Tank. It's like the M-Tank. I don't know what tank it is, but basically it restores everything. And I mean everything.
A boss rush. Nothing interesting to see here. Just move on.
And that is the only time you'll ever need the Hyper Bomb to kill this version of Guts Man.
After a hallway and this power-up, you enter Wiley's lair. Just a few glitches, but I'm not going to do them. Anyway, the final fight with Wiley, especially with that
It's Wiley, Dr. Wiley himself, man.
First, we have this first form.
You must never insult Dr. Wily! And that was a reference to Mega Man 8, with its awful voice acting.
All you need to do, get your Firestorm, match select, but not too fast, otherwise not every hit will count. Then switch to the Elect Beam.
Well, you can still use the Firestorm, and that might be a tiny bit more effective, but I prefer using the Elect Beam.
And
Sorry, I meant Thunder Beam, I just can't get over this stuff!
then pause.
No, don't.
Pause.
Game breaking.
Pause. 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 Pause.
Are you kidding me? Why are you pausing like that?
Pausing until you die.
If you do that one more time, I'll punch you in the face.
Wiley, are you ever gonna die? Yes, he is. He's nearly dead. Yes, he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but whatever. Oh, Wiley begs for
I bet Bam is his favourite, is his most favourite word of all time. That sounded dumb, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was his favourite word.
Please, please, the first out of 11 times that he's going to beg for mercy on you. And then that is the end of Mega Man. We beat Dr. Wily, we made the Robot Masters normal again, we did everything. Yes! And let's see that score tally up. Awesome. That was cool. Overall,
Don't randomly sing a Crash Bandicoot song.
Mega Man is...
Now, in this section, it was showing my face, not my whole body, unlike usual, and the audio was out of sync. Now, as for the face, I forgot to move the camera so you could see my whole body, so that was a mistake on my part, and the out of sync audio, I have no idea how the beep that happened. You can't see it, luckily, but still.
A great game. The game has aged very well in my my opinion.
So I'm sorry that
Overall,
sounds.
it's
I
just
don't
a very
know
good
how
game.
that happened.
It has very good graphics at the time, great music, great controls, great gameplay, and overall the game is just great. Yes, the game is hard if it's your first time playing, but once you play it now, like I have, then the game becomes relatively easy. Overall, I'm going to give Mega Man a B+. This game is great.
What rating we getting?
Have you ever played it? If you haven't played it, then you have to give it an N for nothing.
Well, no. Better rating. Maybe it's 8 out of 10. Well, sequel, 20 out of 10.
I doubt that he's even played them. I doubt it. Well, he might have, I don't know, but hey, whatever. MikeyAngryBird, if you have played the Mega Man games, then please leave in the comments, I have played those Mega Man games. It's not hard.
I definitely recommend you play it.
Or
what about the remake on the PSP?
That's what Mega Man 1 has A+, or B+.
That's right, this game got a remake on the PSP under Mega Man Powered Up. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail.
And it is right here! Yeah! It was nice to see him.
Maybe another day, but definitely not yet.
I can't promise you that I'm going to review this. I can't. I might do, like, a Big Bang Bot plays on this one day, but I can't promise that. I might. Not yet, but maybe one day. I do want to look more into Mega Man Powered Up, so maybe one day I'll go back to it.
This is basically a remake of Mega Man 1, and, well, it's not bad at all. In fact, it's pretty good. It has a very nice art style, and the game still controls fine. I mean, it lets you create your own levels. It has some challenges. You can play all the boss characters, and there's even 2 new ones, Blue Man and Time Man. And overall, the game is just really good. It has a new style mode, which is the new version of the old style. Now, the only big problem I have with this game, which is why I don't recommend you pick this up or not the original, is that the old style is not the original game. You know, like.
What old style should have been should have been the NES version. The end. Just a 100% accurate port of the NES version, but instead they remade the graphics, used the same graphics as the rest of the new style, and it was annoying. Now, if it had the original NES game unchanged, then I'd say definitely pick up Mega Man Powered Up with Mega Man 1. Only buy Mega Man 1 if you are a collector. But that's not the case, so buy Mega Man 1 and Mega Man Powered Up. If you like Mega Man 1, buy Mega Man Powered Up. Or if you like Mega Man Powered Up, buy Mega Man 1. Just don't go with Mega Man Powered Up without playing Mega Man 1.
Instead, it's basically the old game with the same music, just with this game's art style and none of the glitches, which sucks. But overall, it's still a good game, but do I prefer Mega Man 1? It's on par. If you like Mega Man 1, then definitely play Mega Man Powered Up. But I definitely recommend you play Mega Man 1 and Mega Man Powered Up. If Mega Man Powered Up had the original Mega Man on it,
just don't play Mega Man Powered Up without playing Mega Man 1. Nice, simple message.
then I definitely recommend it, but it doesn't. I give Mega Man Powered Up a B+. A very good game, but not the best. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, rate, subscribe. MikeyAngryBird's, if you made a reaction on this, thank you for doing that. Anyway, this is Big Bang Bot signing.
Okay, so that.
Okay, it did not record the part where I said out, but, you know, that's the camera's fault, I guess. Or I might press the button too early, or I might not even said out, but I remember saying out.
This is the jar thing that's actually on top of our heads. Yeah, nice work. So, can you do the review of, like, Mario 8 during summertime? Maybe we should do.
Yes, I am going to review Mario Kart 8 when I get around to it. But first we need to wait for it to come out.
Summer Nintendo month? Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, Summer Nintendo month.
You're going to do Summer Nintendo month? Okay. Are you going to review games, or are you just going to show some of your Nintendo collectibles?
Hey, can you do the review of Smash Bros. 4 for the 3DS yet to release on all?
Yes, I will buy, and review it.
This or July. Yeah, maybe it's gonna make super Nintendo fun. That's so Kirby Triple Deluxe come out in the summer, and Mario Golf World Tour released on yes, this summer. Yeah, we call it some Nintendo. Well, it's actually in May. Yeah, May 2014. Doesn't release that one on 2 World Tour on the month of May.
Okay, that's enough. And he mentioned, like, the review was good, as he said, nice work. But, MikeyAngryBird, please elaborate on your opinions on the review. At the very end, I'd like, at the very least, a half-a-minute section where you explain what you thought of the review and why you thought of it that way. As in, sum up the entire review and what you thought of it. I'm just giving you advice. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment and subscribe. As for my opinions on this, it was okay. It wasn't amazing. It was just okay. There were some bits which were annoying, and I wasn't really enjoying it as much as some of the other ones that I liked a bit more. But overall, not bad. Hoping to see a good Crash Bandicoot Wrath Cortex reaction video. And if you're wondering what I thought of his previous 2 reaction videos, I did not bother watching his reaction. That doesn't even exist, but whatever, of my Crash video, and I thought that his reaction video on my first and third review it was okay, but I heavily disagree with him. He cannot see how awful my old reviews were. He should not become a commentator at all. Nope, not at all. Anyway, this is Big Bang Bot signing out.